Solo Showdown has definitely got to be the most complicated and technical game mode inside of Brawl Stars. It's because of the complexity the mode provides that I enjoy playing it so much. However, some players might find it hard or even daunting to play. That's why I've created this video, to cover some of what I consider to be fundamental elements of Solo Showdown. Some of the key aspects of the mode are such that newer players or even non-Showdown players may not be familiar with, so I've taken the brawlers Shelly, Max, Bea, and Colt to demonstrate how to effectively play the game mode and win more games. But before we do hop into the games, I would like to quickly say that if you do like what you see or you have any further questions or suggestions regarding this video, be sure to pop into my Twitch chat, the links are down in the description below. With that out of the way, let's hop right into the first game. Okay, so we're spawning in the top right corner of the map, hopping into the first game with Shelly. We do have a Brock and a Jackie who spawn near us, so we're just going to take that into account. But we are going to hop into Shelly for the first game because she's the first brawler you get when you make a Brawl Stars account. She's actually really good in Showdown, can be used very well for lots of things, and she's going to be a very good example of what I'm going to demonstrate in the first game, and that's going to be bush camping and also positioning strategies. So, as you can see here, we're in a very good spot on the map. We've got a Jackie coming up who doesn't know we're here, so we're going to pop out of these bushes, just take her out, use all 3 attacks and super her. We're going to be able to pick up a quick kill right there. So what did I do there? Well, I spawned in. I knew there was a Jackie near us, so I went for the box that spawned near us, and I played patiently and waited for her to come to us. And knowing that we're a good counter to Jackie, being able to do that was very easy, so we just waited for her. She came up to us, all 3 shots. Right here, Brock as well. Unsuspecting target. Wasn't expecting us to do that to him, so we managed to take him out very well there. So right there, obviously, camping is just a very good strategy, especially for Shelly. We were able to take out 2 brawlers off the bat who came towards us and weren't really expecting it. And now we're going to be able to try and contest this crow. So he's actually in our range right now. I'm doing my best to wall peek him when I don't think he's going to shoot or when he's exhausted a lot of his ammo, because that way I'll have a higher chance of being able to hit him and him not hit me. We do have a car right here. I'm going to use my dash just to get a little bit of distance so that his energy drink wears off and he doesn't hit me. I'm also going to just run away from the situation. We're in a very bad spot, and since we're talking about positioning, I'm going to show you guys how you can get out of sticky situations like this one. So I'm going to push this Barley out with my health. Because we have so much health, we can sort of bully him into moving away, and since I know the Carl's up there, that's also going to help us out a lot. Our Band-Aid did just go off there, which is very nice. I'm going to use my dash to get close. I'm going to super him as well to sort of scare him and force him to move back a lot there. So since we got him so weak, it did push him out quite a bit. We're going to buy us some time to heal our health back up again. And now we're in a pretty good spot here. We might get pinched by these 2 brawlers, but I'm going to do my best to try and chip back for my super. Target the Carl, who seems to be getting targeted by the Barley. The Carl is also going to back away, which is really good for us. I still have 1 dash left, which I'm going to go for to use on the Barley, because the Barley is going to be a hard opponent to go for, because he's going to doing his best to use all these walls to try and take cover behind. But currently, very good positioning. We're just chilling here, making sure that we don't take too much damage and feed him too much super. We're using sort of our health and our build or our character to be sort of intimidating and force him out of bad situations, force him out of good situations, and put himself into not so good ones that won't benefit him as much, to give us more of a competitive edge over playing against him. So the Leon did just go invisible there. He's going to go around for the Carl. The Carl's going to use his super. We are going to be able to just sort of spectate this fight. We've been in a very good spot this entire game, and this Carl, very weak here. We're going to be able to finish him off, and we played that extremely well. So what we did there was pretty simple. We were playing Shelly there, and her character is very good at bush camping, but can also be pretty aggressive. So Shelly's build, obviously with her super, that huge super shotgun that does a lot of damage, is very helpful and can be used to take out tanks and also higher health brawlers and deal with lots of other things. And obviously using her gadget as well can be very helpful to go against sort of longer range brawls to get a bit of closer to them, or also to get away from people if you need to dash out in situations like that. But we positioned ourselves very well. We spawned in the top right corner of the map. We sort of stayed there for a while, made sure we lingered in that area, made sure to hold it down for as long as we could, until those brawlers sort of contested the area, the Carl, the Crow, and the Barley. That's when I knew I had to move out of there ASAP, because otherwise I was going to get pinched by other people, and it wasn't going to be a good idea. Once I did that, we had to deal with the Barley. We sort of played it well off of there, just staying back, making sure not to start any fights, because if we started a fight, then we would have been the one who was getting targeted, and that wouldn't have been very good for us. So we let the Leon do his thing, the Carl and everyone else was sort of fighting each other out, and that's where we just sort of came in at the very last second, cleaned it up, won the game, took the first place victory. So without further ado, let's hop into the second game. Okay, so spawning in the bottom left corner of the map with some boxes around us. We've also got a Bea and a Rico near us too. I'm not going to go for anyone right now. My main goal is to go for the box as quick as possible. And now that I've contested that, we can probably go for this Bea instead. So, Bea is going to be a very good demonstration of movement, or I want to show you how to be more unpredictable with your movement so you can succeed a little bit more and minimize the amount of damage you take. So right there, what I did was I sort of peeked around the box, and I'm just moving from side to side, trying to dodge her shots right there. I wall peeked her just so I didn't take as much damage there, peeking behind the walls and shooting, just to take as little little damage as possible, just varying up my movement, as you can see, moving left to right, the random directions to make it harder for Bea to hit her straight shot on us. So right there, dodging it once more and being able to take her out with the speed that we have. So the reason why I picked Max for this game is because Max is very quick. It's going to be very easy for people to practice good movement, and also very easy for me to showcase it as well. So we do have a Barley and a Brock over here. We're not going to go for them yet. I'm going to just wait a little bit and just play it a little bit patiently to see if the Barley gets the kill and goes for the cubes, or if the Brock overextends and goes for the Barley, because it's going to be a very easy cleanup for us if we do that. So right there, the Brock did just go for the Barley. That's what I was waiting for him to do that for us. Now we're going to be able to contest this side of the map again. We got a Leon helping us out here against this Brock, so I'm going to do my best to try and shoot. And this is also going to be a very interesting example. So right here, moving from left to right, he's having a very hard time of hitting his shots, and that's exactly what you want to be doing, being as unpredictable as you can. So I didn't run in a straight line, I didn't stand still. I sort of moved from left to right as much as I could to just take as little damage from the Brock as possible, because he does have a single sort of attack with that rocket. Just one rocket coming straight at you is Brock's attack pattern. So he's going to get a second energy drink, which isn't too scary because the Mike currently is the person who's trying to take him out. I'm just going to go towards him. I'm going to keep on going for this Brock, because Brock is going to be a very good demonstration of what I'm trying to say here. So he did actually hit that rocket there because I wasn't paying too much attention. He slipped it through. The energy drink is spawning near him, so I'm just going to back away to heal up a little bit. But I'm going to see if maybe the other person that's in this game is going to go for him or not, like that Leon right there. Going to use his invisibility. We do know where he is. He's going to come around the side here, I'm pretty sure. Going to use my speed boost to try and get away if I can. Not going to happen, unfortunately, but I'm still very happy with that game and how I demonstrated movement. Being unpredictable, moving from left to right is one of my favorite things, but make sure you don't move from left to right every single time. If you get in a very long fight, the person's going to have a lot more time to sort of learn your movement and then predict what you're going to do next. So sometimes you might go left right, then you might go left right, or you might just go to the right only and never go to the left. So sort of varying up your movement in different ways is going to be very helpful when playing Solo Showdown. So without further ado, let's jump to the third game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this time we're going to hop into a game with Bea, and we have a Tara and also a Popcorn Rico over to our right. So in this game, we're going to focus on map awareness and being able to build up your game sense when it comes to being aware of what's going on in the game, because that way that's going to help you guys impaired with positioning and also with being able to dodge your shots. You're going to be a lot more successful when playing the game. So at the moment, the only thing we really know is that a Rico, and I think it was someone else, I can't remember who it was, spawned near us, obviously, because that's who we saw at the beginning of the game. We know that the Rico no longer exists in this game. Oh, it was the Tara, because I saw her just barely walking up at the top there. We also know a Primo is in this game because the kill feed told us that a Primo got a kill on a Colt, so that's also going to be very useful information for us as well. The Primo got a kill on a Frank as well, so we know that this Primo is probably going to have a lot of power cubes. So that's something we're going to be very mindful of. But we also know that the Primo is not anywhere near us because I haven't seen him, and I've got a very good spot on the map. So Primo took out the Tara we saw at the beginning of the game, and a Mortis, I think it was, took out a Dynamite. So we know there's a Mortis, there's a Primo, and there's myself, along with 2 other players in this game somewhere on the map. So if my predictions are correct, I would say that Primo is somewhere over there. I was going to say towards the middle because Primo has a lot of health, and with the super and paired with a lot of power cubes can do a lot of damage. Looks like we got a second Primo as well over in the middle, and we got a Brock as well. So I think it's a Mortis, 2 Primos, and a Brock in this game. So it's going to be very useful knowledge for us taking into this game. We're going to be able to take out this Brock with 1 single shot, paired with the energy drink to take him out there. We have 4 people left, which is the Mortis and the 2 Primos. I'm not sure if this Primo left these bushes or not. It's quite clear that he didn't because he did just peek there. And he's also got a super, so I'm going to do my best to stay away from him. This is not going to be a good fight for us to take if we stay near him, because he could probably jump us and take us out. So right here, I'm going to do my best to just be somewhat unpredictable, just moving up and down to see if he does jump, I'd be able to move out. Although it looks like he did lose interest. He went for the Mortis instead, or maybe the other Primo went for it. And right there, those 2 Primos fought it out and won the game very easily. So I didn't really do too much there, but I did explain really well how to be more aware of what's going on the map. So one thing that I really like to do is reading the kill feed, making sure that you see who's killing who and how many times a certain brawler has killed another brawler. Most of the time will give you a very good understanding of how stacked someone is in a game. So we knew there were 2 Primos in that game, but I thought it was 1 at first, and they both had about 5-6 power cubes and both had super. That was really good knowledge for us because we knew to stay away from those brawlers because they were very strong, have a lot of health. We also knew there was a Mortis on the map, and we also knew there was a Tara and a Rico because of where we spawned. So we could sort of get a really good understanding of what was going on in that game just by being a lot more aware of what was going on in the map. So without further ado, let's move to the 4th and final game, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're spawning sort of in the middle of the map this time. We have a Barley and also a Daryl who spawned really close to us. We're going to go for this box right off the start here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go for the Barley, because this is going to be a very interesting way that I can show you guys how to lead your shots, which is why I've picked Colt for this game, to show you guys how you can predict enemy movement and hit more of your shots when you use a higher projectile based character such as Colt, where he has multiple projectiles when he shoots. And it's going to be a little bit interesting going up against the Barley. So we have a Barley right in the corner here. Because he's so close to us, we can actually rush him, although I see he's put himself in a really bad spot, which is what I was expecting. Now all we have to do here is sort of camp. I know he's going to run out there, so obviously predicting the movement there was very easy. Like, there wasn't really anything he could do. He could either take damage from the storm, or he could run underneath and try and run towards us. So obviously he picked that option. I knew there was really nothing to do, so I just timed my attack, waited for him to come out from where he was hiding, and I was able to just land the shot on him very easily. So that's essentially what you want to try and do. Being able to predict your enemy's movement is the most important thing you can do when you're leading your shots. So we have a bow up here with an energy drink, which is why I was camping for a little bit. I'm trying to get this energy drink to wear off. I don't want to fight the bow when he has that, because he's going to do so much damage to us when we do peek him. Looks like the Dow is going to roll onto the bow. We should be able to predict our shots here. He did run away, just barely, but because I know that the bow was going to run away, and the only way he could run from was actually just down that corridor, because the Dow was running up there. That's why I came out of here and tried to shoot in this direction, but unluckily for us, we were a little bit too late, and he managed to escape us just before we were able to reach him. So I know the Daryl's in there. I don't think he's got his roll, so we are able to reposition ourselves there. We're going to go for the bow here. It looks like he's running away from us because he's weak. Leon is doing a lot of damage to him, so I am able to predict the shots there from the bow, knowing he was going to retreat more towards us and not towards the Leon, because obviously if he went towards the Leon, he'd just get taken out, which wouldn't be a very good idea. The Leon did just come out of his invisibility. He still has the energy drink. I'm going to put myself in a bad spot here and try and heal up, hoping maybe the Daryl's going to come out at the perfect time right there. I knew the Daryl was right there, which was perfect for us. We were able to use that to our advantage. The Daryl did go for the Leon there. We are going to be able to finish off the game and take the first place victory. So I'm very happy with that game, especially with that last fight. I didn't actually talk about how I killed that bull, but the bull did have an energy drink and we had an energy drink as well. And obviously when you see someone with an energy drink, especially a Colt who outranges you, I knew he was going to run away. So I saw he was going to run away and he kept running in a straight line. So the only way he could go was up, or up the top of the map, which is why I sort of shot up the top there and managed to hit him very easily. And the rest of the game, I feel like I commentated that very well throughout the entire gameplay. So overall, I'm very happy with this video. This is a bit of a different one. I did cover a lot of basic topics or things that I feel like people, mainly beginners or people who don't play Showdown that much, would actually benefit a lot from, especially with the things like bush camping and positioning. It's something that not many people take into account. And obviously there are other things like game sense and map awareness and things that you can sort of work on for either if you're new to the Showdown or if you don't play much Showdown, or whether you're more experienced. So overall, I'm very happy with this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because I do make how to win style content every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so you definitely don't want to miss those out. So make sure you turn the notification bell as well. And if you do have any further questions or any suggestions, or you just want to talk to me about this video, be sure to pop into my Twitch chat. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. And as always, keep sweating. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Look at this. Look at the bubble gums. Look at the bubble gums. Bro, that's the most satisfying thing ever.